Hey everybody, this is John Hines and I'm at one of my monkey bar gymnasiums and I am here with Jessica Rucker, head trainer here. And thanks Jessie for having me come on down.
Thank you.
Today Jessie's going to show us some intermediate levels using the Jungle Gym XT. So what would you like to do, Jessie, for starting off with pushing exercises?
Well, first off, let me introduce who these two lovely people are. This is Greg and Dusty, and they're going to be helping us out with some exercises today. The first one I want to show you is pushing exercises. So we're going to do a push-up, basic push-up here at 90 degrees. So Greg's going to get into the push-up position and performs his push-up, and he brings everything back into center line. What's really great about this product here is how wide it is. First of all, it doesn't hit your arms. If it's coming from a point here, it'll probably rub up against your arms. But here we've got a nice pull straight to center line, so it's much more effective.
So something that Jessie was just saying, that horizontal adduction, that recruits a lot more muscles into the movement and creates a lot more strength while you're doing the movement instead of having, just like Jessie said, straight behind you.
The next exercise Greg's going to perform is a fly. So 90 degrees, his arms go out wide, and he pulls right back into center line.
This is a very hard exercise, especially when you're doing it at 90 degrees. Now, as we might have shown at the beginner level, doing it at 60 degrees is a nice exercise, but Greg's going very deep on a fly. That's awesome, Greg. But he's also pulling his arms in all the way to the center line, so once again, he's recruiting a lot of muscle fiber there in the chest and arms. That's an awesome exercise. Besides just the arms, you're getting a lot of core work there as well.
Excellent.
So what do we got next, Jessie?
So the next, I love this movement here, this push-up movement. This is an atomic push-up. So what Dusty's going to do is easily put her feet into the handles here. Look how simple that is. She's going to get into the push-up position. She performs a push-up, brings her knees to elbows, and goes right back into the push-up. This is just a nice exercise to do, nice movement.
So she's getting core benefits, she's getting upper body strength benefit as well. This can be done as a conditioning type exercise, or it can be done during a strength training class. Nice exercise. These are all three simple, strong exercises that engage the entire body. Alrighty, so next we're going to do some Jungle Gym XT intermediate level pulling exercises. So what do you got for us, Jessie?
Alright, so Dusty's going to show us a 90-degree chin-up first. So she's got to measure the Jungle Gym handles right about here at sternum level in a nice, easy progression. 2 open-ups from this position here. So she pulls up with one arm and she punches one arm in the sky.
So this is a very cool thing that you can do with the Jungle Gym XT, is that you can literally use one arm for it and switch and go right to the other arm and do the same exercise and still get a full range of movement on it. As you can see, Dusty's really reaching high with the one arm. This is a nice exercise and a nice transition from just assisted chin-ups to a one-arm assisted chin-up. Nice exercise. I love these a lot. So what do we got next, Jessie? What are we going to have Greg do?
So now Greg's going to show us something really cool. This we like to call the floor muscle up. So he's going to start back in a backward position like you would be doing a horizontal pull. He's going to pull up, push himself forward, and then go directly into a push-up.
So he's doing a body row. He's coming over the top like in a muscle up, and then he's coming to the front side and he's doing a push-up. He can do a fly with it.
Absolutely, absolutely.
In either case, he's bringing those hands towards the center line again, so he recruits a lot more muscle activity.
Nice exercise.
He's making this look really easy, but this is a very hard exercise, and it's an excellent way for somebody to transition for a pure strength-based muscle up. This is a really nice exercise. I love this a lot.
You get your push and your pull all in one shot. You're not even going anywhere.
Really good ones, Jessie. All right, so now we've got great upper body exercises. Now Jessie's going to show us some awesome lower body exercises. Go ahead, Jessie.
So the first one we're going to show you is a foot up lunge. So Greg is going to put one foot into the Jungle Gym XT and come out quite a good distance. And he's going to perform just a foot up lunge. He's going to touch the back knee to the ground and come up.
So there's a whole bunch of stabilization going on in his ankle, his knee. You want to make sure that the ankle and knee and hips and shoulders are all square. If you do that, then you got good alignment. The knee's tracking towards the big and second toe too. This is a nice exercise. How do you like to make this one a little harder, Jessie?
I like to actually add a little jump to it. So at the very top of the movement, he can add a little jump.
Nice,
and back. Beautiful.
That's an awesome exercise. I love that.
Perfect.
For athletic performance, excellent one.
Thank you.
Okay, what's next then?
Well, what I really want to show you is how great it is to work out with the Jungle Gym XT, because you can have two people doing completely different exercises since they're split like this, but working out together. So we're going to bring Dusty over.
So you're saying two people and one Jungle Gym XT?
Absolutely, that's what I'm saying.
Two and one.
2 on 1. So what we're doing here is Dusty's going to perform a pistol. This is a nice assisted pistol. Good way to get used to it. And then to make it just a little bit more challenging, she can jump, switching feet.
Nice.
Excellent.
So you're making it a little more dynamic, creating a little more instability, which is all good for athletes or just higher level performance.
Perfect.
So now let's have both guys work out at the same time and show how two people can use one Jungle Gym XT at the same time. Greg's going to do a dynamic version of the foot up lunge, and Dusty is going to actually do a pistol with the Russian lunge. So there's the pistol, and there's the Russian lunge.
And now, Dusty, let's do that little fun thing, keeping nice and low and switching really fast in between your pistols.
So speaking of Russian lunge, this is like that old school Russian dance thing we did when we were little kids.
Making it more.
One hand?
Yeah,
there
one-handed. There you go.
Very cool exercise. Very nice. I love these pushing exercises for lower body.
Excellent.
Okay, next Jesse's going to show us some great leg curl type movements you can do with the Jungle Gym XT that really help to open up the hips by engaging the hamstrings and the glutes. So what do you like to do, Jesse?
So we're going to take him through a couple of progressions for leg curls. So the basic thing that we're going to do is get our feet into the Jungle Gym XT, and we're going to create a little 1-inch hip lift, and we're going to pull the heels in towards the butt. This is your basic leg curl. Some things to look out for is really lifting of the chest here, so we don't want the chest to pop up too high. This creates a collapse in the lower back, and keep the hips nice and even. To advance this, we can actually have him guide him to have his hips come up about 6 inches.
Nice. That's awesome.
Perfect.
Progression. So how do we progress it from there? So right now we got a basic 1-inch leg curl, a 6-inch leg curl, and then what do you like to do next?
Now I'd like to kind of take it a little bit differently and work them opposite. So we're going to do runners. Runners is just pulling in, heels towards the butt, keeping the toes flexed, so keeping the toes pointed towards your shins.
This exactly mimics running technique, which is what you want to do anyways. And a great thing about this is you can really pay attention to how the hips are. If a person has imbalance in their hips, you're going to see their hips drop a little bit while they're doing runners. This is an awesome exercise for bicyclists, anybody who runs, or anybody who has any type of back pain. This is going to activate the back sides of the hips and create openness and lightness basically in your hips, and you're going to feel a lot better. Awesome exercise. So what would you do next then?
Next, I would actually have them start with their heels in towards their butt, lifting their hips, and this is going to be an alternate leg curl. This I love. This is a great exercise and a nice progression from the runners that we just did. You'll even see more of hip imbalance here if you've got that going on.
This is way harder than it looks. These two guys are making it look very easy, but this is a very difficult exercise.
And then we can go from there to one-legged leg curls. This is a nasty one. You take one foot out of the Jungle Gym, and you go ahead and lift and pull the heel in towards the butt. At the same time, you can still do this 1-inch or the 6-inch hip lift on this.
That's about rep number 50 on this. We waited till the very end to do the hardest exercise. That's a lot of great exercise for the backside of the leg. I love all those. Hope you like the nice progression that you have, Jesse. That's really solid. Alrighty, so now we got a full body workout, upper body, lower body, pushing and pulling. Now, Jesse, what do you want to do for some nice core exercises?
Well, first we're just going to start off with the knees to elbow movement. So Greg's going to put his feet in the Jungle Gym XT, and here he just brings his knees straight up to his chest. This is a nice core movement. But I like to change it up a little bit and then bring knees to the side, so almost to the outside of your elbow, back to straight, outside of the elbow, back to straight.
So he's getting stabilization going on from his feet all the way to his hands, which develops strength throughout the entire body. This is a great movement, and then Jesse has him adding some diagonal movement patterns to it, which is awesome.
Yep, excellent. Thank you, Greg.
Okay, so next what are we going to have Dusty do?
So now what we're going to have her do is a pike up. So she's ready to go. From here, she's just going to lift the hips into this pike up position. Nice range there, Dusty.
See
Perfect. I like to make it a little more advanced by adding one little small movement to it called a rocker. She's going to move back, then come forward and pike up. Move back, come forward, pike up.
For you guys watching this, Dusty's making this look really easy, but this little movement, it might be 3, it might be 5 inches back right there, is extremely hard. So a real key thing that you want to pay attention to is that you don't collapse the lower back at all. So she's really got to stay engaged. She's very strong.
Nice job, Dusty.
Those are awesome core exercises, Jessie.
Great, thank you.
Okay, Jessie did an awesome job. We got a great full body workout. Jessie represented the Monkey Bar Gym big time.
Thank
I want to
you.
thank Greg and Dusty. You guys did awesome. They made everything look super easy. It's not so easy, so make sure you take your time and do all the progressions. Thanks so much, Jessie, Greg, and Dusty. Awesome job.
Thanks for coming down, John.
Thanks.